Ball in motion. Let's get it on. Terry G on the MIC. Welcoming you, of course, to the FFB PLB Top League Award Gala, showcasing and rewarding Belize's prime-time footballers and executives. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Minister of Youth, Sports and Transport. I got it correct, right, Minister? Correct. And that's the Honorable Rodwell Ferguson and his assistant, Honorable Gilbert Busher, Senior. I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of the FFB President, Sergio Chuk, and his lovely wife, the President or the Commissioner of the PLB, Ian Haylock, his executives as well, and the executives, of course, from the FFB, okay? All the guests, I don't know if we have anybody from the National Sports Council, but if they're here, we'd like to acknowledge your presence as well. Okay? And of course, all the primetime footballers who are going to be acknowledged today, and the executives, and all the guests, and everybody who are out here for this occasion, we thank you for being here, okay? So much for all the formalities now. We like to lead the good old Belizean way. You know how we do it, all right? So I'd like to call on the Secretary General, Mr. Earl Jones, from the FFB to lead us in a word of prayer. Mr. Jones, you got next. You know how we do it at Belize, right? So could we please rise as we acknowledge the Lord in our presence. Thank you.
Let us pray. Almighty and most gracious Heavenly Father, as we celebrate this evening the success that you have allowed us, we also reflect on the challenges that we were faced with, the strength that brought forth by relying on you, great Father. This evening, as we celebrate in this success, we recognize that all this was made possible through you, great Father. So we honor you this evening. We give thanks to you, and we ask that you may continue to bless and guide us. In Jesus' most precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Everybody say amen. Thank you. So stay standing, because we will now acknowledge the Belizean National Anthem. We'll just do the instrumental first verse and the chorus. Call on my good Bali, the commissioner of the PLB, and he's going to give us the welcome and opening remarks, Mr. Ian Haylock. The man say you write what epistle. Well, I say right now how long it is. Nah, he's a man of few words. Yes. That's right.
Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Minister of Youth, Sport and Transport. Honorable Gil Ryosha, Minister of State in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Transport. Mr. Sergio Chok, President of the Football Federation of Belize. Executive members of the FFB, executive members of the Premier League of Belize, club owners, corporate sponsors, Central TV and Internet, B&B Beverages, Belmopan Medical Center, Campus Sports, players, distinguished guests, good evening. It is a distinct pleasure and with much gratitude that I welcome you all to tonight's FFB PLB Top League Award Gala. As we are all aware, in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic totally disrupted the life as we once knew it and paralyzed most activities, including our beloved football. Football in Belize was met with the unprecedented challenges the pandemic presented, both nationally and globally, and forced it to enter into a hiatus in March of 2020, both nationally the crisis globally, and forced it to enter into a hiatus of 2020 in March of 2020, when the league was served with an injunction and forced it to claim filed in the Supreme Court on behalf of a special interest group which questioned the legitimacy and the body of the league. Filed in the Supreme Court, the group also purported to have held an elective Congress which recognized it as the league constitutional and executive body. Fortunately, that claim was discontinued by the claimants by way of a notice to the league in October of 2021, thereby bringing that matter to its conclusion. As Malcolm X said, there is nothing better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how we improve your performance for the next time. As a result, the executive body of the Federation and the League were committed to ensuring the survival and the resiliency of football in Belize amidst the global shock of the pandemic and the challenges which the sport was facing. The hiatus was viewed as an opportunity to brainstorm and to develop a strategic plan for the league to ensure that Belize and its players would be able to play football locally and participate regionally, and participate at the regionally sanctioned CONCACAF and UNCAF tournaments, whenever the pandemic restrictions were relaxed and the all clear for contact sports were given. This period challenged the league and its leadership to come up with a solution to ensure the continuity of football at its highest level nationally. And this led to the genesis of the FFB PLB Top League Committee. The innovative new FFB PLB League tournament was then sanctioned by the Federation and coordinated by the Top League Committee. The framework and structure developed to host the tournament presented the opportunity for the clubs to be assisted with some of the requisite financial and technical support needed to compete in the top-level tournament, and also to secure Belize's spot at the CONCACAF League tournament. The Top League tournament in itself was unique and was a tremendous success. It saw the pooling of resources and expertise from several governmental and non-governmental entities in lending their institutional and technical support to get football back on the pitch. We must acknowledge the Ministry of Health, which was instrumental in vaccinating all of our players. The National Sports Council, which was a conduit between the Ministry of Health and the Top League Committee, and through its invaluable inputs that were integral to the development of stadium policies, specifically to mitigate the further spread and prevention of COVID-19, and also for stadium management in the initial part of the tournament. The organizing committee must be recognized for its critical role the organizing committee must be recognized for its central role in the planning and organizing of the tournaments and its operation. At this juncture, I would also like to acknowledge the club owners who were committed and supportive in ensuring that football resumed. Most important, the owners were totally receptive in ensuring compliance with the mandated COVID policies that were in effect. Last, but certainly not least, I would like to applaud all the players who participated in the Top League tournament. This tournament's success could not have been realized without you. I must commend all the teams that participated. You all demonstrated dedication, hard work, discipline, passion to win, and also the will to elevate the level of the game. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the champions and the sub-champion for being worthy of their coronation. Also, to the players and awardees tonight for their first-class performance. Tonight is an opportunity for the football community, along with the Top League Organizing Committee, to recognize the hard work of the club owners, players, technical staff, sponsors, and other key stakeholders, and to highlight and celebrate your Herculean effort and success at the national level. The Federation, the League, football, and the fans are eternally grateful and give respect and recognition in the most gracious manner to all the clubs, especially to those clubs and players that were outstanding during the 2021-2022 Top League tournament. We have seen football emerge as a resilient, vibrant, and high-level sport in Belize, despite the pandemic and other challenges. And it is with much excitement that we continue to ride the wave of success with forward momentum into the future. Once again, welcome to tonight's award ceremony and a night of celebration. Maximum respect to all. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, too. That one just a little bit shorter than Wesley and Paul would have right. Good Lord. But a good one nevertheless, Ian. We want to go to some video highlights now. We're going to look at the last tournament that was held, the closing tournament actually, and we're going to look at and enjoy some of the highlights provided over the course of the season. Here goes.
All right, we see that both clubs here coming off the national anthem.
Offside.
I saw the flag up. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw the flag up. What a shot. Almost up.
Combination between himself and Verdugo created that space.
Here comes the ball in the box to number 15. And defended here by Requena. Deep ball in the box. Tinoco trying to get the head. Here comes the shot. Mala Chimal with the to the far post. Ball heading down. Young still with the ball. Here comes the shot. Castillo.
Ball.
Looking. Here comes the shot.
Good ball. Anytime. Know what your defense are wrong, and he finds just at the first post one space in between the goalkeeper and the first post.
Just
one
enough.
Yeah. He'll be sharp. He's 1 for 1 already, Ray.
Shows that he came into camp. Here comes Orozco in the box. Orozco making the turn. Jordan Castillo with the turn.
Easy job to turn it in for Verdes. That's the fourth on Verdes side. To national.
Marquez with the shot. Moves to the far your ball in front of the box. There now with the delivery.
And of course, the crew at TNC doing yeoman's work, they're making that possible for us. Give it up for TNC too, why not? Mr. President of the FFB, Sergio Chuk, with a few words.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. A pleasant good evening to the special invited guests. With us tonight, honoring us, we have the Minister of Sports. We'll not go talk about the other ministries he also holds, because tonight it is all about sports. And he has with him his able deputy, also right here, Minister Osha. Good evening to the President of the Premier League of Belize. I want to welcome each and everyone, your executive with you. I notice we already have representation from the National Sports Council. The Deputy Director is with us, Mr. Marvin Otley. We have some of our sponsors, and most importantly, the ballers, the coaches, and the managers that are going to be honored this evening. For me, it is an honor to be up here to speak to you. Just a few words. Since we are being broadcast live, everything has to be coordinated with timing. So I want to thank Mr. Hilak for giving the whole history of what has transpired in these last 2 years, so I don't have to repeat it and can focus more on saying that I'm so happy that you guys have joined us today. And I'm so happy that we have put together that the steering committee, the FFB PLB Top League Committee, headed by Mr. Pena, Mr. Ray Davis, Mr. Godfrey Arzu, my good friend. These are the people that were most involved, and they were assisted by their able secretary, Ms. Sandra, from the PLB office, and then later into the second half of the season, or the closing season, when the case was withdrawn from the courts, then the General Secretary of the Premier League of Belize, Mr. Wilhelm Miguel, who is among us today, started to assist more deeply, and I'm sure he is very involved in this eloquent, beautiful gala that has been presented here for you tonight. So I just want to keep it brief and say how happy I am to see all these wonderful, glowing, very happy people here, because I'm seeing everybody is content, and you know that up to this point, I don't know who the winners will be. I know they have invited several people that were made the final cut, but I still don't have who the best coach, who the MVP, who the best defense. I still don't know that. So I will be as surprised as you guys. Or if some of you guys maybe might have better information and already got a sneak peek, but I haven't. So my surprise will be genuine. So enjoy the night. Thank you very much.
You hear what the man say, right? So, who want to find out who's the best defender? Who want to find out who's the best defender? Come on, make some noise. Make some noise now. Come on, come on, come on. All right. We're on behalf of Mr. Pedro Lizarraga. We're calling on Miss Karen Novello. Karen Novello, can you please step forward and present the Best Defender Award? Who is it going to be? Your guess is as good as mine, but we will find out right now, right, Karen?
Best Defender nominees are Ian Guinea, Aswell Saran, Christian Ramirez,
Good night, everyone. So, the Best Defender Award goes to Christian Ramirez from Verdes FC.
All right. Step right up. Step right up. The man dress up, no post back foot. All right. Face the cameras. Take your time. This is your moment. You earned it, Christian. I want to thank my mom.
Buenas noches. Primero agradecer a Dios, a la directiva del Club Verdes, al cuerpo técnico, a mis compañeros que sin ellos esto no hubiera sido posible. También agradecer a cada uno de los participantes de los equipos que hicieron un excelente torneo. Ninguno fue rival fácil, todos se nos complicaron, nosotros también les sufrimos. Esto no quiere decir que quedamos campeones y todo fue alegría, también les supimos sufrir, pero bueno, así es el fútbol, tiene que haber un ganador y pues bueno, agradecer también a cada uno de los que están aquí presentes y que tengan excelente noche. Muchas gracias.
I just couldn't help it. For that moment, I just had to hold it up. That's the only opportunity I'll get, as a part of the limelight. That's part of the perks that come as the master of ceremonies, I might get to hold all the trophy events and I get to carry them home. Yeah, so that's Best Defender. One more time, give it up for Christian. Yeah, from El Equipo Verdes, the Green Machine, yeah. And moving right on along, we're not wasting no time, right into it. We're going to offer the Best Midfielder Award, and the PLB Vice President, Mr. Godfrey Arzu, will be doing the honors for the Best Midfielder.
The Best Midfielder nominees are Edwin Bernal,
Comes away with the ball.
Warren Moss.
With some good patience in the back. Combination between himself and Verdugo creating that space.
Camilo Fajardo.
And the best midfielder award goes to Warren Moss from Wagia SC.
You know who they pop, right? That team's son, Nelson Warren Moss. Yeah, following in his dad's footstep. Give it up one more time, please.
Pleasant good night to everyone. All thanks and praise to God, first and foremost. My parents, my teammates, my friends back home. This has been the goal from the beginning of the season, and I'm just glad that all my hard work paid off. Thanks again.
You never know, I know your full name, not you? You're frightened when I said the whole name just now. Yeah, we go way back. Nelson, his dad used to play with Yabra too, besides back here. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why a kid that I hold dear to my heart, he still have a lot of future in us. So you got a lot of midfield for play. All right? That's for sure. One more time, give it up, please. All right, so we move on to the Best Young Player Award, and the Minister of Sports himself, Youth Sports and Transport, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, will be doing this one. The Best Young Player Award. Honorable Minister, please step right up, sir. Young player, I wonder why they choose you for the young player, because you got youth on your side, sure? Look, Panang. I did tell you, the man has found the fountain of youth. Come on, step forward. Right here.
Huh? Okay. What's the guy name? What's the guy name? Oh, yeah. Look at this. Can I send them my glasses? Jovan Ramos.
Highlights.
Best Young Player nominees are Warren Moss, Wilfredo Galvez,
Gonzalez with the push to the body. Galvez, here comes Galvez. Galvez going over the top.
Jovan Ramos,
It's a privilege for me to be the person to give the award to the best young player, Mr. Jovan Ramos from Verdes Football Club.
Yeah, I was watching these young men right down here when I didn't say that young boy could win it right there. You said it, Joe. You said it. And I said, yeah, you got it. You got it.
one is kind of small, but I could hold it still. Firstly, I would like to thank the Almighty for giving me this wonderful talent. It's really an honor and privilege to be receiving this Best Young Player. I would like to thank my mom, my family, and my friends, especially the one who drive and push me the most, Buddy. I would like to thank my management, Verdes FC, my teammates for always, making me a better player every day and always seeing the positive in me. I will always be appreciative of this, organization. And lastly, I would like to thank myself for waking up early and, putting in the work so one day I could be standing here and be honored. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, you beat out quite a few talented players for that award, Javan, including Warren. So, yeah, that's indeed quite an honor. And I guess the reason why they chose the minister is because he's the Minister of Youth too, right? Yeah. So now for the Fair Play Award, I see Mr. Ray Davis right here done ready for announce the FFB FIFA forward manager, Mr. Ray Davis, presenting the Fair Play Award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fair play remains one of the important imperatives of FIFA, and it's indeed a pleasure to be presenting on fair play.
Fair Play Award. Altitude FC.
Okay, well, Altitude FC.
I never prepared for this. Good night, everybody. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be up here tonight. But definitely, men, we're honored and very happy to receive this award. Honestly, I thought from the beginning that we were one of the top team to deserve an award like this. We always take the Fair Play Award very seriously, and we always try our best to lead as an example and thing. And it starts from our owner, Jordan Zabane, and we always, as players, coaches, management, everybody, we try to be a positive influence and try to do things the right way. And I honestly feel like we do deserve this award, and we really appreciate it, and we're grateful and thankful to the league and everybody who chose us for this award. So thank you guys very much for this. We really appreciate it.
Man say he don't know what to say. I had to stop on us now. Nah, just kidding. All right, Fair Play Award. All right. No, we're gonna watch another video, and this video is gonna be showcasing best goals and that sort of thing. Best goals and highlights video. All right.
Bernal with the delivery. So number 15. And that's here comes the shot. Keep the ball from going out. Avila. Front net ball headed down by Mike Robinson Jr. Here comes the shot. The ball through. Belay leaving it off. Focus. Here comes Orozco. Jonathan Castillo ball in front of him. Yo, still with the ball. Here comes the shot.
All right, you like that? Come on, give it up, give it up, give it up. A lot of work went into that. You got to agree, right? Lots of work went into that. So now, Mr. Victor Salcedo will be doing an award for us, and this is a big one. El Goleador Goal Scorer Award. I just may always.
The best goal scorers are Krishan Lopez, Juan Carlos Lopez, Andres Orozco,
Hey, we saw so many goals over there, right? What's important in the field, but the goal always, because with the goals we win the games, right? I don't know if this is going to be a surprise, but if Mr. Sergio said so, for sure it'll be. And the winner for the Golden Boot Award, it is a surprise, I think. Three of you guys. Grayson Lopez, Juan Carlos Lopez, and Andres Orozco.
Bota de Oro. That's how we say it in Spain, España, en la Liga. Yeah. Mr. Victor Salcedo represents Campus Sports, one of the proud sponsors of the league as well. Yeah. These guys getting their boots too, a pair of boots. Yeah, good thing, my brother. Good thing. Good thing. Yeah. Wow. I hope they got your size. Otherwise, I'll be walking home in a pair of boots instead of my shoes. Are you size 10, sir? Congrats, guys. Congratulations. And thank you, Senor Victor Salcedo, the Campus Sports. Yeah. Juegos de campo. Sí. Now, one of the person that sometimes get the least recognition, all right? But if you don't got a good director de técnico, you're in problems. You agree, right? Yes. So we'd like to ask the FFB executive member, Mr. Marlon Quillen, other good bally. Yeah. Okay, we go way back to Griga days. This is Chef Sean Quillen, brother, by the way, in case you never know, right? To present the Best Coach Award. All right, Mr. Quillen.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor for me to present the Best Coach Award.
Best Coach nominees are David Perez, Wilmer Garcia, Jorge Nunez,
The best award, the Best Coach Award, goes to none other than Wilmer Garcia.
You work hard for this, Wilmer. It's about time. Yeah. He used to be a prime time player once upon a time. Yes, man. Yes, my brother. Congrats. Say what you got to say, my brother. I'll hold that for you, so you don't drop.
You want an envelope or you want this one?
I want this one.
This one? All right. This one.
I don't want you to drop, brother. I got you.
Good night, everyone. First of all, thank God for having us here. Start with giving thanks, it's a privilege for me to be elected as a coach, as the best coach. And it's not an easy task. We have good coaches, so it was a hard task for us. Thanks to the players for making this happen. Without you guys, it won't be possible. Management, Jordan Sabani, thank you very much. You are a big part of our ship, so, and these soldiers are loyal to you. So from here, we just keep going and looking for first place next season, right? So coaches, we're coming. Thank you, guys.
See there? You want an envelope? See your envelope here, my brother? Isn't this your envelope? The man walk left the envelope. That's the $50,000 envelope, my brother. Careful now. Yes. Now we have committee chairman, Mr. Luis Pena, who is going to be doing the next award for us. All right? And that award is for the best tournament referee. He's filling in for Mr. Omar Contreras, who could not be present tonight.
Hi, good evening, everyone. At this time, I'd like to recognize the 4 referees from the FFB Top League. These gentlemen have been in and out. They have refereed games. They have taken their referee responsibilities seriously. And tonight, we would like to recognize 4 of them. We have Mr. Efren Guy. So Guy, kindly come up. We have Mr. Amir Castilla, Mr. Miguel Mendoza, and also Mr. Jose Colindres.
Best referee of the tournament, Efrain Guy. Amir Castilla. Jose Colindres. Miguel Mendoza.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to Mr. Pena for filling us for us, all right? Now we're going to look on some other highlights now, okay? We have some best saves highlights. So I say the porteros and the fly with the greatest of ease, like the man on the flying trapeze. Best saves highlights. Yeah, give it up, give it up, give it up, come on. Because you know you're being entertained, right? Good. Now the best goalkeeper, so it's only right that after we show best saves, we bring out the best goalkeeper, right? The best arquero, portero, whatever name you want to call him. Let's see, we call upon the FFB Vice President, Mr. Cruz Gomez, to present that prestigious award to the best goalkeeper in all of Belize.
Good night, everyone. These players play a very important role in the game, and it is my honor to present the Best Goalkeeper Award.
Best Goalkeeper Award, Woodrow West.
Stadium that's full when you see the support.
Off the corner kick. Ball in the box. Where's the box? Then Marquez towards goalkeeper Woodrow West.
Best Goalkeeper Award goes to Mr. Woodrow West from Verdes FC.
So is this the condensed version of Woodrow? I know. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here standing before you. I received the award in behalf of Woodrow West. Unfortunately, couldn't make it today, but here he is, representing as his coach, trainer, and hard work that Woodrow West has put in has paid out today. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the President, Woodrow West from Libertad. Good. Having done that, we have the Best Manager Award. And the Best Manager Award will be presented by the FIFA Executive Member, Ms. Jacqueline Pelayo. The Best Manager Award.
Good night, everyone. I trust that you're doing well. I had the pleasure to present the Best Manager Award. Highlights, please.
Best Manager nominees are Lauren Frazier, Adrian Gonzalez,
Right, these managers have worked extremely hard throughout the tournament, And I have the pleasure to announce Lauren Fraser is the best manager.
Good night. Yes. Good night, guys. Didn't come with any written speech or anything, but the main thing I want to know, to let everyone know that this award is just for me as an individual, but it's a reflection of all the guys on that part of the room. Verdes FC, my daughter, my son, my family support as well. They give me the time to let me do something that I love, right? The guys, all the sponsors that has contributed to the Verdes organization over the years or over this season. I also want to congratulate my fellow managers, colleagues, because it was no easy feat. I'm sure we stood together through 18 months of COVID, and we stuck with it. Jordan, respect. Carol, respect. Mr. Milton, Polo, respect. Nelson, respect, guys, all right? We are all one football family, but the result of our season and our success was the hard work from my players, my coaches, who were out there many times, even on holidays, Saturday mornings. The guys travel, some of the guys travel 36 miles every day just to train, right? So thank you, guys, and this award is really a reflection of your hard work, guys. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you too. Now, like we say, we're saving the best for the last. MVP. Who's going to be Mr. MVP? Just before we call upon the President, Sergio Chuk of the FFB, to do that presentation, I want to reflect and go back some years, the very first years, because I think, Ian, you're telling me that Verdes will be traveling soon, right, to play in international tournaments. Verdes was the very first team that started that journey many years ago against Cruz Azul. And Milpros, it was Morelia, correct, shot boy? Yeah. I could remember Benedict Lopez, young older brother, complaining about nosebleeds and so on. When Morelia went to the mountains in Mexico, and same thing for Cruz Azul when they hosted our guys, more than likely at their big stadium there in Mexico City, Distrito Federal, Azteca. Now I want to reflect back on the man who led us on that journey, the first president of the association before it became the FFB. And if anybody could give me the name of that man, he's now dead. And the name of the association before it evolved into the FFB, you will be rewarded. Anybody with a shiny dollar coin that you can take back home and say, you got this, and this is your special reward. All right? Shot boy, I'm sure you know that this man with the talk about. The man used to work at BEC. All right? So I know what to talk about. I consider him a very good friend as well, but he's no longer with us. What was the name of the association before it unfortunately had to change its name due to some legal situation, right? We're not going into that, but yeah. What was the name of the association before the FFB? And who was the president at that time that led us to the promised land that Verdes now continues to enjoy? Come on, man, step right up. maybe somebody could please tell some of the youngsters at the Philly at a real old school, as you can see, but you have to remember your roots and where you came from and the people who first started this journey that you're now enjoying. Step up, somebody please step up, man. No, man, it's not about the value, you know, it has its own sentimental value to it. Not about if I could give you $1,000, $1 million, but if you take home this coin, it's a shiny one at that. It is one that you can treasure to say that you knew the answer to that trivia question. All right? So that's what it's all about. It's just like somebody might treasure our old rusty Chevrolet and pay $1 million for it when in reality it might only value $100. It's all what it means to that particular person. So come on, man. I just wanted to test your knowledge. And you have to know the roots. You got to know where you came from. You got to know why you're traveling tomorrow, guys. The Verdes team. You have to know why you're making that journey and who helped to make it possible for you. All right? So nobody know the answer? Do you know the answer? No. All right, the name of the association was the BNFA, the Belize National Football Association. How many of you know that? Wow. Delhart Courtney led us to the promised land. All right? Sorry. Still alive and kicking. My apologies for that. All right. But Mr. Delhart Courtney, it's unfortunate that nobody knew the answer to that question. Tisk. All right. So let's move on. We asked the president of the FFB, Mr. Sterhochuk, to present the MVP awards. The man said 2.5. Yeah.
Terry, let me just say that Mr. Delhart Courtney is alive and kicking. He is actually 91 years old, lives right here in Belize City, and
Mr. Courtney, my humble apologies, all right? My humble apologies. I hope I don't just put something pretty bad right there, so, all right? I consider him a friend too, so I should have known better, all right?
Yeah, and by the way, when they went to apply for membership in FIFA, he was accompanied by Ismael Miley Garcia and Daniel Silva, the former minister, and they took a bus ride from here to Mexico City on the bus. That is how serious they were serious and how committed they were committed to the development of football. And FIFA was having, I think, its annual Congress in Mexico City that year, and they took the bus and went way up there to apply for membership. Okay. We invited him. I cannot say, or maybe I should say why he didn't come. Said his wife does not allow him to go out after dark. It seems that some of the young guys are already identifying. Okay, how will we do this? We'll rumble? How we do it? This is tournament MVP, the most valuable player.
Tournament MVP nominees are Horace Avila, Warren Moss, Krishan Lopez.
And the winner is Krishan Lopez from Verdes FC.
Said that with pride just now. Mr. Chuk said that with pride just now. I wonder why. Nothing wrong with that, sir. All right. Congrats, Mr. Lopez.
Big man. Flow of this thing, yeah. Good night, one and all. From since I've ever played football, this has been my dream, you know, standing here and receiving these awards, most school MVP. And I want to thank my teammates, my manager, and friends, family for always supporting me 100% through the rough times, the bad times, the fight with my team, for always believing in me. So I want to say thanks to everyone and for supporting me.
Yep. Yeah, that just about ends the different awards we have, but of course, individual awards, that is, okay? So now we move on to the issuing of the sub-champion medals, and the PLB president, Mr. Ian Haylock, and his organizing committee chairman, Mr. Louis Pena, will be doing the honors. Step forward, Mr. Haylock and Mr. Pena, and present these awards to the sub-champion. They'll also be doing the trophy as well, individual medals and trophy for the sub-champion of the PLB. Give it up, please.
Hi, good evening once again. At this time, we invite the team and the managers from Altitude FC who have been crowned the FFB Top League sub-champions. Altitude FC.
All right, all right. Give him a big round of applause. Come on, give it up and make some noise for your homeboys. Give it up for Altitude FC. That would be me. Don't say it. Yeah, take it, Joe. Yeah. And goal. Yeah. Good, yes. So now for the big one. The moment you've been waiting for. Mr. Sergio Choke. Here we go. And Mr. Luis Pena. El equipo Verdes, campeón nacional de Belize. Step right up. The mean green fighting machine. Verdes FC. You've got next. Take to the center stage, ladies and gentlemen, as we give you the champion of Belize. The men of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Give it up, 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 build more plaza, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, and show some support. Make some noise for your homeboys, the national champion of Belize, El Equipo Nacional, the national champion. El Equipo Campeón Nacional. Yeah, for the closing tournament.
Greatest police, everything in town.
All right. The Verdes policeman, Devon McKin. Yeah, you're big. I am in. All right. No, that's a big trophy. That could hold a lot of champagne. All right, please, Mr. Sergio Choke presenting the big trophy, the gold one. Okay. El Trofeo de Oro. Alabin, Bonba, Verdes, ra, ra, ra. All right. Give it up one more time. Please give him a big round of applause. Come on, show your appreciation. Well, so much for all the formalities. We just have one more formality. Mr. Luis Pena will be doing the thank you and the closing remarks for us. And after that, it's eat, drink, and be merry. Mr. Pena.
Thank you very much. Before we close tonight, we'd like to acknowledge one of the greatest Belizean football legends here in Belize. He's no other than Mr. Cristobal Mayen. I thought I knew this gentleman here, but with the amount of statistics I was provided, it seems I don't know him any at all. So at this time, I'd like to call him up to the stage. And while he comes, I'd just like to mention that Mr. Mayen played for Berger 404 in Belize City. They were back-to-back champions in 1974, the year I was born, and also 1975. And in 1975 and 1976, Mr. Cristobal was also a player coach. He led a Belize selection on an undefeated 5-game tour in Mexico in 1978. And these are statistics I'm not aware of. His Belican team won the first open countrywide club competition with 19 teams in 1981 to 1982 to mark our independence in 1981. Mr. Stobal won a number of other Belize City championships as player coach and later as coach from the 1970s through the 1980s. And he also won titles with the Belican Derlies in the later 1980s. He also coached a number of Belize City teams. Mr. Mayen was also a member of the San Joaquin FC, who won back-to-back Belize City championships in 1967 to 1970, and 1970 to 1971 before he came to Belize City. Let's give a big round of applause to our legend, Mr. Cristobal Mayen.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'd like to open by saying there's a song that goes, put some sugar in my soul and take me home. I'm home. The sugar in my soul is your football performance, the progress of the association worldwide. One question, person that answers this question correctly gets $100 USA. What is our ranking in fever at this present moment? Nobody? I can't guess, so somebody just bring it up on the phone there. Bring it up. Do YouTube, if you gave the right answer, I'm ready. Bring it right. I don't want no second guessing. 173. Yeah. Show me.
You want me to show you?
Yes. It is. Tell you.
Yes, I tell you just now. One of my good friends tell me.
No. Well, why he never answer? Anyway, we got time to get through for that. But otherwise, from that, man, must congratulate the people that are responsible for football progress in Belize right now. And I hope we go further. That's about it.
Here's the proof, 173.
173 current.
Current
All right.
ranking.
Okay, folks, it's a great pleasure for me to be here. I come to Belize every year and I try to see if I can attend at least 2 games locally and in the districts. I hope next year I come, we have stepped up a bit on that rankings. Okay, thank you very much.
That's our legend, Cristobal Mayin. We had a few run-ins against him with Yabra Sporting Club. He usually got the upper hand, I will admit. Yeah.
And before we close, we also want to acknowledge the Minister of Sport, the Minister of Sports, the Honorable Rodwell Ferguson. Since taking office, Mr. Ferguson has been working closely with the FFB in football. So we want to acknowledge him and thank him for all that he's doing for the sport.
We'd also like to thank Mr. Pedro Lizarraga from TNC 10, Hilly Martinez and Bowen, Ernesto Franco from the Bemapan Medical Center, and of course, Victor Salcedo from Campus Sports. Muchas gracias for your contribution.
And as we come to a close, I'd first like to start by thanking the FFB executive and also the clubs for giving me the opportunity to be the chairman of the FFB Top League Committee. It has been a wonderful experience, a learning experience, and I hope and pray that everything works out really well when it comes to the upcoming tournaments again. It's been a pleasure to serve you all, the clubs. And again, I'm wishing you all the best as the PLB now takes over coming the opening season for the 2022-2023 tournament. I'd like to also thank our platinum sponsor, who is Mr. Pete Lizarraga of TNC, for giving us the sponsorship for this event. We also have Bowen & Bowen, who is the gold sponsor, and also the Belmopan Medical Associates for believing in us, for believing in this gala that we have, and for making it a reality. Lastly, I'd like to once again congratulate the Altitude FC for being crowned the sub-champions of the FFB Top League. A big round of applause. And lastly, to the Verdes FC for being crowned the champions of the FFB Top League tournament. Verdes have won 18 games and have tied 2 out of a total of 20. So congratulations to them. And with this, I want to thank you all for coming. We want to thank you for participating and also for making this gala a real success. And as we close, we just want to say enjoy and be safe on your return home. Thank you.
Form a straight line at the back, folks, and we will be serving everyone. Just form a straight line, and we have the ladies already ready to do the serving for you, so just do it quite orderly, okay, as the eat, drink, and be merry part begins now, all right? Yeah.